Hey all, good afternoon and welcome to another session with me, Varun on Tech Tablet. And in this session, we will be looking at what is Scala. And I really hope that you enjoy the new series. And guys, in this series, the aim is to cover all the videos of data science which would span or which would give us an understanding of basics of data science. I'm just here trying to give out as much of free stuff as possible, just to see if that might help at least a few. That's it, guys. Right, so I really hope that you enjoy something that's being made out of fashion or passion. In the previous videos, we've already covered what is data science, what is R, what is Python, what is SAS, what is Tableau, and we would have also videos like what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is linear regression, what is. So I'm trying to come up with a whole series of machine learning course once, one video every alternate day. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy it. And this video talks about what is Scala. And if you have any queries, guys, you can always follow me on Instagram on the account Hyderabadi Chora. That's where you'll find me. And I'm, just a ping away if you have any queries. Now, the agenda would be to discuss what Scala, where is it useful? I mean, how can you find it of use? And what are the different tools required if in case you would have to work on this and its scope in the market right now. Now, talking about Scala, guys, basically it is a framework for Apache Spark. Okay, or Scala is used on the Apache Spark framework is also what you can say. All right. Now, when we talk about Scala, the first and the foremost thing is, or a very common question that comes to a lot of us is, can this be done by me, or is Scala easy to learn, or is there a lot of programming or very tough coding in this? So, guys, to answer this question, Scala is a language which is of or which is for both functional programmers or functional associates and development or developer associates as well, because it uses functional programming and it uses object oriented programming, which uses JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, to be executed on. Now, the second question is, why do you need JDK, that is the Java Development Kit, for writing Scala application? Well, if you recall from step one, Scala is a functional and an object-oriented programming language, right? Which is the reason why you need JDK, as it runs on JDM or JVM, that is a Java Virtual Machine. Now, talking about Scala in generic, it is a very general purpose language providing support for functional programmers and also a very strong static type system. And it is designed to be concise. Many of Scala's design decisions are aimed to address criticisms or are aimed to address the shortcomings or disadvantages of Java. Even a beautiful or a very huge and a very successful language like Java does not go away without disadvantages. So the aim of Scala is to ensure that these minute gaps or these minute uh, disadvantages which we have in Scala or which we have in Java be taken over by Scala. That's the agenda, or that's the reason why Scala was actually introduced. This, the language which it is written in, you have shared concepts of C, C++, but then you see that it's entirely written in Scala, and you have different softwares on which, or different operating systems on which it could operate. It could be running on Android, JavaScript, Windows, Linux, Mac, OS, so any of these. And as we just discussed, it is 20% faster than Java because of the points we've just discussed rather. And both these programming languages, they run on JVM. Now it could be the Java or it could be Scala. All right. So their codes must be compiled into bytecode before you're running them on the JVM. And the optimization makes the Scala code compile faster than the Java code. So there is also an optimizer that is used or that goes through when Scala system is set up. And this optimizer, what it does is it kind of ensures that your code is getting faster executed as compared to Java. And it is used for data science, and it's very popularly a support for the framework which is Apache Spark. That's how we know or we would be using Scala. Now, when we talk about Scala, it's used in a lot of applications that we all know that are pretty famous. You have Twitter, you have Tumblr, you have LinkedIn, Sony Picture Entertainment, AKKA, you have Liches, you have Apache Spark, all these, they all use Scala. Now, why do you think Scala is, really getting improved, or number of projects on Scala are going on increasing day by day? So if you kind of understand the word, or the meaning of the word Scala, it is a portmanteau of scalable language, scalable language, signifying that it is designed to grow with the demands of its users. And also, with this, that is Scala, we could get rid of Java's verbosity. That is the heavy scripting language which Java uses. That becomes quite easier when you use Scala. Now, the best part of Scala, or the best takeaway of Scala is it can use almost all the Java libraries that you have available. And if you want to compare this with Java, you can see that Scala has better syntactic flexibility. That is, it has a better coding flexibility, or a better coding paradigm, is what you can say. And as we, because of all these reasons, Scala coding becomes faster. And because of faster coding, we know that testing also gets easier or a bit faster. This is how you can see that Scala is able to match the generation nowadays. And I also want you to notice, and guys, when I say this, please open your own job searching portals. For example, in India, you have Monster, you have Naukri, you have LinkedIn, you have I don't know, you have Shine, you have so many job searching platforms, right? When you are searching for a job, look at their JD, that is their job description. And when you look at the job description, you would see that if there exists a requirement of Scala, or Apache Spark, you would see that Scala would also exist. I mean, if there is a requirement of Apache Spark, Scala would also exist, which becomes very important for us to keep updated on both the fronts. So, guys, it is a request, or it is a free advice asking you to take care of Scala also when you're learning Spark or Apache, or probably data science, or any language in data science. Now, we know that Scala means scalable language, and it's an open source multi-paradigm high level programming language with a very robust statistic type system. Its type supports almost all parameterizations and abstractions. Now, why is this? Because we have object-oriented concepts, and also it is applauded for integrating the functional and object-oriented features, supporting great interpretation and compilation. Now, talking about the syntax which Scala uses, it's pretty concise, and it's got a very low ceremony, which means that it types out, gets out of the way because compiler can infer them. So you don't have to go way out of the boundary to ensure that the code is written in 10 lines for the system to understand. I mean, you don't have to break the code. You can give in a chunk of complex code, and the system is now smart enough to break things for itself. And also, it's an object-oriented functional programming. Now, this is a recap, guys. So that's why that is the only reason why you're having things repeated. It's a very small, thing to understand Scala, and but still yet very important when you go for an interview perspective. All right. It is basically used for data science on an Apache Spark framework, and it is an open source project with very diverse community where people from all world contribute their work. It's like Python or R, where you have a lot of support from a lot of people. You also have friendly advisors, you have projects, you have a lot of. But then, even this language does not go away without disadvantages. Originally, this was written for the betterment of Java. However, as it kept growing, we see that its IDE started getting weak, or its IDE was not able to scale up to the level of requirement, or it was not able to scale up to what was needed. Furthermore, unless you do not have a super fast processor, Scala compiler can cost large amounts of time that's correlated to Java. So guys, this is one, or these are the couple of disadvantages that Scala has. But otherwise, Scala as a language is beautiful, and it really is one step above as compared to Java. In the next video, we would also be looking at the scope of our language. We've already covered Apache Spark. We will be looking at Python. We will be looking at R versus Python, concepts of machine learning, deep learning. So guys, there is a lot of information that's yet to be exchanged between us, and a lot of knowledge that's yet to be shared. So do stay tuned, stay subscribed, and if possible, and if you really find this useful, do share this with your friends, as it might help at least a few. This is me, Varun Rao, your friend, signing off. Have a great day and all the best for the interview that you're about to take up. See you around.